It is time for the Gatorade Cup Series to hop the ocean as we come to the United Kingdom here at the Rockingham Speedway. This is the Tesco 350 and the first ever Gatorade Cup Series points race outside of North America. Obviously, last season, 21 drivers came here under an exhibition race won by Justin Zidell. This is the first time the Gatorade Cup Series will compete for points in a full 42-car field here in the United Kingdom over in Europe. Griffin Lynn, the 36 on pole for today's race. Two's outside starting in second is the one of Diego Yepez. Then third place, last race winner Tyler Fink. Fourth, it's Anthony Hernandez. And ranking out the top five, Michael Gregory, the 33. Riley Sampson starts sixth here today. Seventh place is third in points for Riley Spruitube. Eighth place, we have Anson and Charlebois. Ninth, it's Freddie Soto. And Cole Luigi, the 42, rounds at the top 10. Back behind them, we have Jay Jefferson, who's outside the 18 of Trey Rainey, along with John Smith and the 96 of Jonathan Rains. Then there's TJ Hanley with the 8 of Derek Hamill. Then we have Marshall Burrell and Evan Hunter, the 6, with Zachary DeLello and Leon Capana in the 44. Then we have Luke Rainey, the 2, and the 24 of Eli Bright. Then points to Roman Fenway, and there he is, the Brit Jake Gowen, his first ever Gatorade Cup Series home race, looking to do well in front of the hometown crowd. Then we have Carter Friesen and Kashawn Richardson, with Scott Gregory and Brett Sear, the 99. Then there's second in points Max Rossi and Anthony Fox in the 88, along with teammates Jake Richardson and Levi Shones. And then Kukulon, who won here yesterday in the 6, now in the 13, looking for a Gatorade Cup Series win. Casey Neckel, the 17, to his inside, with William Bullen and Jonathan Buford, Steve Morgan, Bronson Minnick, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., and Nathan Green. And rounding out the field of final routes, the 9 of Brandon Beal, and to his outside 42nd final position, the 5 car of Jeff Bright. So champions bookending the field, Lynn starting on pole, Bright starting out in the back in 42nd. Let's see how this race goes. Rockingham Motor Speedway, the Tesco 350. Let's go on track time, fire these engines up.
Drivers, start your engines.
And a great command to get these drivers going for the first ever time in the United Kingdom at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. It's a 36-lap race, and car number 36 on pole, Griffin Lynn. Yepez to his outside. Last race at Daytona was won by Tyler Fink. He starts in third. Hernandez fourth, and rounding out the top 5, it is the 33 car of Michael Gregory. So what will we see here today? Yesterday the target race saw 2 yellow flags and 21 laps. This one 36 laps. Will we see crashes? It's a whole new racetrack. These cars have a lot to learn. How will it play out? As they come off turn number 4, pace car in. 36 laps, race number 20 of the Gatorade Cup Series season, the second half of the season underway in Rockingham. Lynn with the jump to get out in front. He pulls away and leads the first lap of the event. Yepez second, Fink third, the battle for fourth. Michael Gregory and two's inside. Riley Spurley took third in points. The only driver this season to complete every single lap up to this point. He's open, not that I don't jinx that right now here in Rockingham. He goes for fourth and makes contact with Michael Gregory. Has to lift out the gas and lose a ton of ground to those front 4. Jefferson jumps around the outside. Freddie Soto trying to get that spot, but the 28 maintains his 5th position. As up front, 3 cars break away. Lynn, Yepez, and Fink, as Yepez looks to the inside of Lynn for the race lead. Off turn 4, Griffin Lynn leads the second straight lap of the race, but Yepez has the inside lane to turn 1. Now the inside works in 1, 3, and 4, but in turn 2 you want to be more so on the outside. Unless right here, if you're ahead of that guy on the outside, you can clear and then not have to check up on the bottom with that dirty air. You can see right there, Yepez did it perfectly. Gregory and Fink get side by side for third. This brings Riley Spurley and Freddie Soto into that battle. Here comes Soto to the inside, Spurley. Back behind them, 3 wide up here, Soto to the middle. And contact with Fink almost. And Michael Gregory down on the bottom gets to third as they're side by side again. Lynn back to the inside of Yepez. So Yepez led that lap, but Lynn wants to take it right back, and the 36 back out in front now. So they just swapped the lead back and forth there. Gregory now to third. Here comes Rains, our Daytona 500 champion, up to fourth. Soto to his outside. Here comes Riley Sampson. He's had a few good last races, now moving forward inside the top 10. Pursued by Fink for that spot. Fink back to 8th. Here comes Luke Rainey and Marshall Burrell on the inside, moving forward. Evan Hunter and Jay Jefferson just behind them. So the front 10 a little bit spread out, but still compact together. Griffin leads this lap with 36. Yepez trying to get there in second. And he would be best off right here to not make that move to the inside. Just stay in line right here through turn 2 and then set up for a run through turn 3. Right here. Just get over the back and make a move right here. You have a good run. See if Yepez can do anything with it. These are 2 corners where he can make it work. Yepez there to the inside. And what this Ballon will do for the race lead, third on back, because these guys are going to be out of the draft and trying to slow each other down. Third on back are going to have some nice runs in the draft of these front 2 if they ever get double file and unorderly. Lynn has led most of the laps so far today. Yepez stole that one, but so far it's been Lynn out in front in the Tesco 350. Started on pole here today. He's trying not to lose that first position, but here comes third on back in the draft. Reigns in third, Michael Gregory in fourth, and Riley Sampson in fifth are running down the front 2, and they are there. Reigns in third is closed down Yepez in Lynn now. As Reigns goes wide, here comes Michael to the inside. Trying to get there on Reigns. Maybe drives into the corner a little bit deeper than he wanted to, and side by side for the lead. Yepez to the inside of Lynn. 30 laps to go in the Tesco 350. Griffin has led 5 of those laps. But now Yepez in the 1 to the inside. He grabs the lead away. He's trying to lead his second lap of the race. And here comes Reigns to the inside of the 96. Reigns to second. A great corner there. Michael Gregory's going around. Into the outside wall and into traffic. Jay Jefferson clobbers him. Other cars trying to get through. They scrape the wall to get by. Cars flying around. And Morgan and Fitzwater are involved. Some scrape the wall to get by. Our first yellow flag running inside the top 5 when Michael Gregory gets hit hard by Jay Jefferson, the 78. Yepez leads the race back to the caution flag. Our first one out, lap number 8. A scary and vicious collision for Michael Gregory as Jay Jefferson runs right into the side of that car. Done for both those drivers and others. Let's see what happens. First yellow flag in the Tesco 350. Riley Sampson made a big move to the inside. Michael Gregory here. It looks like it's going to work out all right. Sampson looks like he has the nose to the inside of the 33. But as they enter turn number 2, Michael kind of comes down a little bit too low. Sampson maybe comes up a little bit, just going for the same piece of real estate. Getting together, Michael Gregory spins it around off the nose of Riley Sampson, hard to the wall. And look at these drivers. Spurlitube and Hunter barely missed. Jay Jefferson, driver's side impact hard. Luke running around the outside. Brett Sirica, Sean Merchant go around the outside. A lot of these drivers actually nailed the wall to get by. As look at all the cars zooming on by. I mean, look at how many cars just flew on by. And when we get to a full-speed replay, it shows how much faster they were going. There's Fitzwater. He had a terrible crash here last season in the exhibition race going upside down the last lap. This time he's involved in a smaller crash in terms of his scale. But for Gregory and Jefferson, those were 2 very, very vicious collisions. Right here, watch this. That, oh, hard hit. You can see the whole nose of the 78 completely torn off. Look how fast these guys are going by. Morgan and Fitzwater at the end. Another look at this. Then I kind of want to see what happened to the 26 and the 47. There's the contact into the outside wall. Sampson was not lifting there, that's for sure. I think he said, hey, you did wrong there, and I'm not going to pay the price for it. I'm not going to lift out of the gas, so you have to deal with whatever happens because of you. So Steve Morgan and Zach Fitzwater Sr. are coming into it. Morgan on the inside, Fitzwater right behind him in the 47. And it looks like Morgan slows up and some don't. And a lot of cars were getting into the wall. Like Jake Goway, I believe, was one of them maybe. The hometown, the Brit. And maybe he got some damage from this. You can see, I think Trey Rainey actually was, his teammate. Some of these guys went so high because look at John Smith. On the bottom, he saw a car spinning down to the bottom, so he went high. He actually got into the wall with Trey Rainey. Richardson and Sierra also do. That's not going to be bad for them. They're going to have some slight damage. It's not going to be terrible to where they're going to be terribly slow. They'll be able to continue on, obviously. They'll be all right. They'll be up to speed in the lead draft. They just got some minor cosmetic damage in that one. Diego Yepez leads the race back around, one of our 2 leaders so far today in the Tesco 350. Him and Lynn have led all the laps. They start first and third on our first restart here in Rockingham, UK. Coming back to the green flag on lap number 12, so we'll be just under a third way done here in the Tesco 350. Sebastian Kugelin has taken his car to the garage. It was a mechanical issue, however, it is an unknown mechanical issue for the 13 that's put him out. It's a tough break for yesterday's Target Series winner here. Kugelin not going to have a shot to win the Gatorade Cup Series race. Then out for the crash for Steve Morgan, Zach Fitzwater Sr., Michael Gregory, and Jay Jefferson. Bronson Mick under this yellow, also another mechanical issue for the 12, a camshaft has put Minnick out of the race. There are currently 36 cars on the lead lap, but none of them were involved in the crash. So all the drivers that were involved in the crash, all DNF from the crash. Diego Yepez leads in the 1 car, looking to win. He's one of 2 drivers to lead here today. Second place to Jonathan Reigns, third for Griffin Lynn, Riley Sampson in 4th, and Freddie Soto 5th. Tyler Fickle looking for back-to-back wins in 6th, Marshall Burrow 7th, Riley Spurgeon in 8th, Evan Hunter and Luke Rennie round on the top 10. Brett Sear in 11th, TJ Hanley 12th, 13th, Levi Jones, 14th, Max Rossi came in second in points, and 15th place for the Brit, Jake Galloway. We'll see if he can get it done. 14 spots he has to gain to get to the lead. Back to the start finish line, Yepez Reigns, first and second, green flag back in the air in Rockingham. Decent jump for Reigns. He stayed with Yepez there on that jump. He's going to have a run now in the draft. He's going to jump to the inside, but Hal's turn two going to go for the 96. If he can get in there door to door with them and no one has the advantage, he might be able to get it done. Little tight there on exit for the 96. The one around the outside. Stamps almost into the wall in the 19. Yepez hanging tough. Reigns trying to stay down to the inside. Into turn 4. Jonathan Reigns, our new race leader. So now he'll be the third driver to lead laps here today. Lynn back up to second from pole position. Freddie Soto pushing him through. Soto to third. Lynn for the lead. Now can he get it done through turn 2? Soto's looking 3 wide. Freddie Soto, no fear, but gets back behind the 36. Lynn is clear traffic. He's back out front. Reigns, second. He's in line. Soto third. Battle for fourth. Riley spurred to by. Marshall Burrow fast. Riley Sampson got the wall in the 19. He'll drop back. How about Spurley to third in points? He's completed every lap this season. Reigns back to the inside of Lynn. They drag race to the start finish line. Griffin Lynn leads another lap. Reigns back to the inside. How about these two mixing it up? Jonathan Reigns back to the front. Here comes Soto for a second with a nice run. Can he fly by Lynn in turn number 2? He did. Soto to second. They're wrecking behind them. Caution flag for the second time. Jake Galloway, the Brit is involved. Riley Sampson and TJ Hanley also get collected, but the heartbreak is for Jake Galloway. Out of his home running. Jonathan Reigns, Freddie Soto, Reigns back in front. Soto in second, Spurley to third. Second caution flag on lap number 15. Heartbreak as many of these drivers running towards the top 15. Galloway, the Brit, involved and not the homecoming he was looking for. Let's see what happens. Second caution flag in the Tesco 350. Driving off into turn number 2. Jake Galloway, middle of the racetrack, running inside the top 15. He can see the race leaders. He can see the battle for the top 10 just in front of him. Getting a little antsy, and TJ Hanley jumps to his inside. Barely has room positioning down there. He kind of just came in and wiped out Jake Galloway. I mean, I don't really think Jake did anything wrong there. You can see those two cars hit very hard on the outside. Riley Sampson comes in, kind of rolls in, and just taps the 20 a little right there. And otherwise doesn't get damaged from that. He just kind of got slowed and lost positioning from that. So Galloway and Hanley, the two that get involved damage-wise. Riley Sampson had to stop to avoid it. Another look. I just don't really know if Galloway did much wrong there. I mean, I don't know if TJ did much wrong either as well. I think a racing incident there, you can't really put anyone at fault. Just a tough break all around for these two drivers running inside the top 15 with a shot at the end if they kept their cars clean. Look at Nanico. You see that 17 spin down to the inside? I think he saved it, and he did. But him and Friesen, Nanico saw it happening and jumped low. And Friesen had to let out the gas as to not wreck the 17 as Nanico came down the racetrack to avoid what was happening in front of him. Those two drivers did a great job to miss what could have involved even more cars than just those two. Racing back around to the car, you can see some of this hard-nosed racing back here as Griffin Lynn got faltered back to 5th in that. Leading the race, Jonathan Reigns, our Daytona 500 champion, looking to win the first race of the second half of the season. He won the first of the first half. We'll see if he can get it done. We'll go back green just before the halfway point in the Tesco 350. We will actually be going back green at halfway, so we'll go green with 18 to go. 18 laps completed. Jonathan Reigns out front in the 96 car. Out of the race from that, TJ Hanley, the 21. Fuel leaking from the car, so they had to retire it. He took a pretty hard hit to the back end. Jake Galloway still in, but he's one lap down. 30-50, so he's going to look for any points and positions he can gain off of what has been a sad day for the 11 team. After running up inside the top 15. 34 cars currently on the lead lap. Jake Richardson last of them in the 39. Jonathan Reigns currently leads in the 96. Freddie Soto in second. Riley Spurley up to third. Evan Hunter fourth. And our Pulsar Lynn back to fifth. How about Brett Sear marching up to sixth? You have Pez seventh, Jones eighth, Rossi ninth, and Tyler Fink rounding out the top 10. Galloway restarts middle of the field, so that's going to be interesting for the 11. Green flag back in the air. And how is Galloway going to deal with that? Is he slowing most of the field? He'll go high. Burrow and Nanico get caught up top. DeLello through. Friesen through another surge through. Back up to the front. Before the lead goes Freddie Soto. And it sounds like they're wrecking already. No, just heard things. Reigns keeps it out front. Soto second. Battle for third. Evan Hunter inside of Riley Spurley. Yepez charging forward. Sierra put up top as cars try to filter around Jake Galloway. And Reigns has pulled a nice gap. Here they are bound here. Hunter up top, down low Yepes for second. Spro Tube gaining on Soto to turn 1. See if Riley can do anything with Freddie Soto here. He has a peek. Does he have the run to the inside? I don't know if you want to do it in turn 2. He's going to... No, look at Soto giving the spot down low. And Spro Tube has to lift because of that. That's going to give a nice run to Soto up top. And the A2 keeps second for now. What that did right there is really hurt. As Brett Sears on the wall off turn number 2. He got really high and was drifting off the corner. Into the wall and drops back behind Trey Rainey. Here comes Eli Bryant. Luke Rainey get by him. So Sierra not a great corner there. He'll drop back outside the top 10, maybe outside the top 15. Back to 21st. In one lap, he went from 10th to 21st. That shows just getting out of the group here really, really affects everything. How about Levi Schoen's up to 4th with Lynn back up to 5th now. Those two battled for a championship back in season number 6. It went to Lynn by 1 point over Schoen's and Luigi. Soto looking on Reigns. Not quite there for the lead. Dove it in, though, and got a nice run through the corner. He's right up on the back. Look at him pushing him practically down the straightaway. Spro Tube and Schoen battle for 3rd as Soto battles for lead with Reigns. Now can Soto get ahead of 96 so that he doesn't get tight on corner exit right here in turn 2. He's clear. Freddie Soto to the front. Here comes Spro Tube now. He got a good run to the inside. Down to the lift, and he gets to 2nd. Riley Spro Tube P2. As the pack has been split a little right there. So Spro Tube to 2nd, Schoen's now to 3rd. Here comes Yepes to 4th. He has some damage on that car, but it's not affecting him at all, just a little tire mark. So now Freddie Soto in the A2 out front. Riley Spro Tube, the one in 2nd. About 7 cars have broken away. 8th place is Anthony Fox, still trying to run down those front 7, but they're probably going to need yellow flag to get that to happen. Reigns up top, he drops back. Battle for 2nd. Schoen's over the back of Riley Spro Tube in the 28. Riley has a good run going to Soto here into turn number 4. But Levi looks low. Is he there? He is. And Spro Tube get the drop on the A2 to get back clear. Into turn 1. Schoen's maintain the bottom. Spro Tube going to go up top. But now turn 2 is going to be Schoen's kryptonite. Can he get through on the bottom? And that could be good for Spro Tube. Get a nice round corner exit. There it is. Spro Tube clear in 2nd. Schoen's at the lift. Falls back in 3rd. Yepes had Lynn to his outside. 36 now drops back as Reigns jumps to the inside. And Max Rossi loses touch with the lead draft if everything stays the way it is. So the lead draft last time ran a 31.7. These drivers are running just a tick faster, but I think they're going to need yellow flag to get caught up. I honestly do, because this front pack now gets spread out and they're going to be slowing down as much. And they can see how far back they are. As Hernandez moves around his teammate Anthony Fox. Looks like the 48 thinks he's faster than his teammate, and looks like the 88 let him go. They have another pair of teammates as Buford and Luke Rainey battle for spots. Here comes Cole Luigi with Trey Rainey and Evan Hunter back here. The pack's been kind of spread out to where we're not going to really get a caution unless something major happens here. And maybe something major could be the battle for the lead and the win. 11 to go, and Spro Tube's closed up on Freddie Soto for the race lead. We do have lap traffic ahead. It's probably Jake Galloway, I have to imagine. Well, you gotta know if Galloway causes something with his lap card, the fans are gonna be booing him here because he's a hometown favorite, home country favorite. 3 cars for the lead, and for the lead, Riley Spro Tube looking on Soto. The A2 goes wide to try and get around Jake Galloway. The 11 gives him the spot up top. Riley Spro Tube also around the outside. Galloway gives the front 3 room to go around the top. Great move there by Jake, not interfering, not moving lanes whenever he didn't need to. He's letting those front 4 get around the outside. Smart move there by Jake Galloway. Looking to just kind of holding that bottom. He's saying, hey, if you want to pass me, just go around the outside. That's what they're doing. See Jake, they're just giving everyone room on the top side, and they're getting by. That's when a lap car does well. When he just hold his lane and let everyone by without consequence. So Soto in the A2 still leads. Riley Spro Tube up to 2nd, and Levi Schoen's 3rd. So these 3 that pulled away. And if there's no yellow flag, it's going to be these 3 for the win, unless they get slowed down. With 9 to go, Schoen's again looking on Spro Tube, but it's the bad spot to do it. Turn 2. And the 28 cuts down in front of the 14. He has a nice run down to turn 3 on Soto. Freddie Soto dominated last race at Daytona, but fell short of the victory. Can today rewrite that script? Riley Spro Tube digging hard. He's to the inside, down the front straight. 8 laps remain in Rockingham, UK, the Tesco 350. Where does Levi Schoen's go? And can Spro Tube get by that 82 before they get to turn 2? He's not going to be able to. Now as turn 2 goes, Schultz as he goes in the middle. Soto checks up. Sprutube also checks up. Fourth on back. Have a nice run now. Yeah, here comes Yepes and others in that trap. Look at Reigns there to the back of Shones. Now 6 cars for the win. Sprutube can't get to Soto. The 82 stays clear. 4 wide behind them. Levi Shones, Jonathan Reigns, Yepes. Yepes backs up. They're side by side for third now. 7 to go. That could have been chaos, but they sorted it out. Reigns now to third. Jonathan Reigns, P3, battle for fourth. Lynn and Schultz battle again. Lynn can't complete the pass as Schultz gets the power off the top side. The 36 stakes hard on the bottom of turn 3 to get back beside. Sprutube getting the help from Jonathan Reigns. 6 to go to start-finish line. Does anyone have anything for Freddie Soto? I think Reigns thinks he does. 6 laps remain in the Tesco 350. Jonathan Reigns for P2. Now, once again, Reigns might get choked up on the bottom of turn 2, and it might allow that 20 get back clear for a second here. Now they stayed side by side. I think this is going to be Reigns' position right here, but he has a long way to go now to catch Soto. He only has 5 laps to do it at the start-finish line. Freddie Soto's pulled a gap. Jonathan Reigns to second, Levi Shones to third, Lynn for fourth. Yellow flag would end at 5 to go here in Rockingham. Reigns in second. Shones moves up in third. He's going to let Lynn have that bottom. Lynn thinks better and moves down to the inside. Battle for fifth. Sprutube takes over Yepes. Reigns with the run into Soto now into turn 3. Had the push from Shones, but 14's going to go low. Lynn lower. Reigns will clear them off to get to second. Lynn gives a bumper to Levi Shones. Back around. 4 to go right here. Yellow flag. It's over. And Freddie Soto will win in Rockingham. Carter Freeze and Eli Brett were involved with Cole Luigi. Anthony Charles Bond, John Smith may have also been involved. It was a major accident to end this race short. It will go to Freddie Soto if he can coast it around 4 more laps. It is over in Rockingham. Freddie Soto, by all means, probably going to win this race. 4 to go, yellow flag, it is over. Let's see what happened. Final caution flag, the third one, it ends it early. Eli Brett and others involved. A major pileup to end this race. Watch right here, this blue and red, number 44, to the inside, the 8 of Derek Hamill. Leon Capana jumps low. Going to get into the side of Hamill right there really hard. Spin him out. Back behind them, Friesen and Luigi were spinning. John Smith gets clobbered. Look at Luigi with Anthony Charles Bois. Brandon Beal and others go through on the bottom to escape it. But some of those first drivers into the accident scene definitely got the worst of it. I think Roman Fenway, our points leader, found a hole through it to escape without any contact. Wow, Fenway just barely got through that. That was close. Another look at it, and really it was the same thing. The 44 and the 8 had the same thing happen as the 42 and the 34 right here. Watch this. Same exact thing. So caution flag in the air. It's over in the Tesco 350. Freddie Soto hung on for dear life to win the race. 4 to go. As long as nothing happens to the 82, he will win the first ever Gatorade Cup Series points race here in Rockingham. Let's go now to the white flag lap as we see Freddie Soto take the checkered flag. Freddie Soto entering turn number 4. He will become a Gatorade Cup Series winner at the Rockingham Motor Speedway in the United Kingdom. He'll be known as the first ever Gatorade Cup Series points winner here. He'll join Justin Zeidel's winners in Gatorade Cup Series cars here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Checkered flag is up. Freddie Soto, a Gatorade Cup Series winner, as he wins the Tesco 350 here in Rockingham. Reigns and others come across the line. Sprutube a good points here with Rossi as Roman Fenway finished a little bit further back in the field. Sprutube and Rossi will gain slight points on the 43. Let's go see the finish results in the point standings now after race number 20 of the season. Here are the finish results from the Tesco 350 at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. 3 caution flags today for 12 laps and 7 lead changes to the 4 drivers at the front. Really, if you were up front here today, you were going to lead some laps, and that's what happened today. 4 drivers trade the lead among 7 different times. Freddie Soto dominates today just like he did at Daytona, and he gets to victory lane this time, leading 15 laps, just a little under half the race. Jonathan Reigns ends up at second. He led 9 laps, but so close to that victory. Left to settle for second and a good points day. Levi Shones gets third. Griffin Lynn from pole led 6 laps today, but he has to fall and finish in 4th. And Riley Sprutube, who still has completed every lap this season, he gets a top 5. Diego Yepes, the only other driver to lead laps today, he gets 6th. He led 6 laps. 7th place to Anthony Hernandez, Luke Rennie and Trevor Rennie, 8th and 9th, and Max Rossi in 10th. He gains points as well as Spurlitube on Roman Fenway. 11th place to Evan Hunter, Anthony Fox in 12th, Zachary DeLello in 13th, 14th for Jonathan Buford, 15th place to Nathan Green. Casey Naco gets 16th, Scott Gregory 17th, Derek Hill 18th, Riley Sampson 19th, and Roman Fenway gets 20th. Even though it wasn't a pretty day, still a decent day, keeps the points lead, but now the 2 drivers chasing them are below 100 points back. 21st place to Tyler Fink, Brett Sierra 22nd. Those 2 we saw at the front for a good amount of the race, but they faded back. Sean Richardson in 23rd, Marshall Burrow 24th, and Braden Beal in 25th. William Bullen gets 26th, 27th place to Jeff Bright, 28th to Jake Richardson. 1 lap down, John Smith, Anthony and Charles Blanc, Jake Galloway 2 laps down, and then out of the race from crash damage, Colucci, Eli Bright, Leanne Capana, Carter Friesen, TJ Hanley, Bronson Minnick, Jay Jefferson, Michael Gregory, Zach Fitzwater Sr., Steve Morgan, and Sebastian Kukulan. Let's now go see the point standings after Rockingham. 20 races into the season, here are how the points look. Roman Fenway still on top in the 43. He is 21 points up. Max Rossi moves closer in 2nd. Riley Spurlitube is 75 back in 3rd. Eli Bright is currently 4th. Ranking at the top 5, it's Jay Jefferson. So Jefferson has used up his buffer to the drivers back behind him. Eli Bright can honestly afford that. He has a wildcard spot, a chase spot locked up no matter where he is in points. Jefferson, though, needs to be a little bit more careful. The last 3 races haven't gone great for the 78 team. They fade a little in points. Griffin up to 6th was a good day. Tyler Fink down to 7th. Reigns up to 8th. Jonathan Buford is now 9th. And Sean Richardson moves into 10th in the 29. John Smith only 7 points back in 11th. Freddie Soto's win up to 12th. TJ Hanley is currently 13th. Riley Sampson 14th. And Anthony and Charles Blanc currently in 15th. 16th place to Anthony Fox. 17th Scott Gregory. 18th Carter Friesen. 19th Leanne Capana. And Luke Rennie back into the top 20 in the 2 car. Currently, the 2 wildcard spots, Scott Gregory 17th, 2 victories. That gets him a wildcard spot. The other goes to 12th in points. Freddie Soto, the highest one-time winner this season. That's outside the top 10. So it's Soto and Scott Gregory now in the 2 wildcard spots. That could always be changed, though, because here comes some drivers down here that have wins. Nathan Green in 23rd. William Bullen 2 wins in 25th, so that would definitely get him a wildcard spot. Jeff Bright 26th with a win. Brandon Beal in 28th. You look down all the way to Colucci and Jake Galloway. I think their chase chances basically ruined and done unless they win out here to the end of the regular season. They're going to need a few more wins and really, really great finishes. But for Code, it's been 7 DNFs this season. That's not been great for Colucci, and it shows in the point standings how much he's dropped. Jake Galloway has not had great cars at all. He got that 1 victory, but since then has done nothing to help his chase chances. And down at the bottom, Nako, Hamill, Yepes, and Sierra down at the bottom of the point standings. 20 races in. Race number 21 going road racing as we head to Road America for the Verizon 350. I will see you guys then.